And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be looking at more lies from the government. As we all know, the government are all ignoring the rules, G9, prime example, and are loving setting rules for us though, aren't they? They've now extended lockdown for another 4 weeks, and as the government say it on their own website, their official website, it's due to 4 rules we need to meet before safe opening is allowed. So I thought I'd have a look, and what I found is shocking. The rules are these. Let's just have a quick read through them. This assessment will be based on 4 tests. Remember that word, tests. The vaccine deployment programme continued successfully. Evidence shows vaccines are sufficiently effective in reducing hospitalizations and deaths in those vaccinated. Infection rates do not risk a surge in hospitalizations which would put unsustainable pressure on the NHS. And finally, our assessment of the risks is not fundamentally changed by new variants of concern. So that's all 4 of them, and it's that reason that the government have given to extend the lockdown another 4 weeks. Did anyone notice anything there? Anyone? Let's go through them, shall we? Remember, these are all billed as tests. So first up, you've got the vaccine deployment programme continues successfully. Successfully, everyone, isn't a metric. It can't be tested. It's subjective. Who decides what's successful? You? Me? Exactly. Second up, we've got evidence shows vaccines are sufficiently effective in reducing hospitalizations and deaths in those vaccinated. Same again. Sufficiently. And who, pray tell, government, decides what's sufficient? Next up, you've got infection rates do not risk a surge in hospitalizations which would put unsustainable pressure on the NHS. Even at the height of the pandemic, there was no pressure on the NHS. Just saying. Now, the operative word in that whole one again is risk. Risk a surge. How do you test for the future, everyone? Is that possible? How do you decide what's a risk of a surge? Subjective again, isn't it? Infection rates do not risk a surge. We're locked down for 4 to 8 deaths a day with lurgy positive tests at the moment within 28 days of the test. And finally, the last one, number 4, our assessment of the risks is not fundamentally changed by new variants of concern. Who decides what variants are of concern? Sage, who want us locked down forever and masked and social distance based on failed models? Could it be the government? Definitely no, it's not us, don't we, everyone? Now, as you can see, the rules we need to meet are completely subjective for them, not us. We have no say in this. Not one of the rules can be tested for, and therefore cannot be debunked. Might as well said, Rule 1, you're free when we say. Rule 2, you're free when we say. 3 and 4, exactly the same. We decide your fate. All 4 leaves a decision in the government and advisors' hands and not based on factual evidence or metric evidence. Things that can actually be, I don't know, tested. Which leads me to this. This was at the bottom of the page, set the same page as the rules. The government hopes that the increased protection offered by vaccines will gradually replace the restrictions, with the roadmap published today providing the principles of the transition, that it's all in your hands and not ours. Okay, we get you. MPs will have an opportunity to vote on the regulations that will enable this roadmap in Parliament in the coming weeks. That's what I wanted to show you. MPs will have an opportunity to vote on the regulations. So there you have it. Time now, everyone. If you value your freedoms, now is the time to stop being silent. Let your MP know that we do not consent to more lockdowns for any reason, and all of these rules are completely subjective and therefore completely up to them. We do not consent. We need them all to be swamped. Contact them all so they can't pretend we are small in number, everyone. The silent majority need to start shouting or we lose all our freedoms, in my honest opinion. But I would like to know your opinion, everyone. Let me know what you think about this one. Did you actually see the same thing, that everything, all of these rules, they can just make up? There's no way of actually testing for any of them. So when they call it an actual test and we need to test for these 4 things, it's impossible. But let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share it out. That I need the new channel shared out as much as possible, just so people know, because I don't think YouTube are letting people know that I'm actually moving over. So I rely on you, everyone, every single one of you, to keep the channels alive. You're amazing. Keep up the fight. I'll see you soon. Stay sane.